So we'll start by exactly 4 p.m. That's 5 my own time.
Can we start? All right. Good afternoon, good day, everyone. I trust everyone is doing well. My name is Tolani, and I will be the moderator for today. Before I proceed with everything I have to talk about, I just want to say, welcome. I want to say thank you for joining our Genomics Workshop 2022. We're very glad to have you on board, and we assure you that we are going to keep our promise that the course so far is going to be very, very informative, and you're also going to learn a lot. So once again, welcome and thank you. As you all know, HackBio is a virtual campus, and essentially what we do is we train you in biotech skills, everything you need to be a well-rounded scientist and all that you need to progress in your career. And I would like Chidima to introduce other members of the team to everyone. So, Chidima.
Hi, everyone. I'm Chidima Nwako. Welcome to the first Genomics Workshop of the year. I hope you are super excited to be part of this workshop. So I would like to introduce my team members. They have been working tirelessly to see that this year's workshop was possible. Okay, I would like to introduce Michael, who is in charge of research and development at HackBio. Michael, please say hi.
Hi.
Okay. I would like to introduce Tonali. She's in charge of product and product marketing. Tonali, please say hi.
Hi, everyone. Welcome again.
Meet Wale, who is our team lead. He makes sure that everything is running smoothly. Wale, say hi.
Hi. my mic was mute.
Okay. Meet Abdul, who is our software engineer. I don't even know if he's here in the meeting.
Yeah, he's here.
Here. Hello.
Abdul, say hi. Okay. Then, as for me, I'm in charge of marketing at HackBio. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, Tonani.
Yeah, thank you, Chidima. So, initially, we plan to have Opelua to come and give you some form of motivation, but unfortunately, he wasn't able to make it. So, Wale will give you all the multivitamins you need. So, Wale, you have the stage.
Wale, you are muted.
Okay, sorry. So Opelua was unable to make the call because of the time zone. Sorry about that. But nevertheless, he sent some notes that we can read out to you guys. And I will read it out from my screen here. So I have been asked to put some good words to motivate you. HackBio called it multivitamins. I am happy that you are making this step. It is a bold one, I must say. In the next 5 weeks, you will be gathering research skills, experiences that will improve your profile and relevance. They already told me that it is not going to be an exact bed of roses. In fact, from the testimonials from last year, I can recount that you may have to study hard and well. You will do the unbelievable. You will be molded and remolded. You will learn and master new skills under a few days. You would work with amazing people, and at the end, you would become quite skilled with multiple experiences in genomics and bioinformatics. You probably know my story, and my genomic skills were in no small means contributory to where I am. Finally, let me say that a very good use of your new portfolio will be to apply for the next batch of graduate school admission. Together with mentorship and prayers, you can be sure that you're on your way to your dream research labs. That is all from Okolo. I hope you guys were motivated enough. Yeah, that's all from Okolo. Thank you, Tolani.
Yeah, thank you, Ali. So I guess before Michael comes up to talk about genomics and why this workshop is about genomics, I want to tell everyone that if you have questions, you can drop it in the chat box, because we'll be answering your questions at the end, towards the end of the session. So please drop your questions. Michael, you're welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon, good day, everyone, because of the different time zones here. So, yeah, why genomics? And we are registered for a genomics workshop. So, but why genomics? And we have some few reasons and points why this particular workshop is going to be very important for you. And the very first one I have here is personalized medicine. We are not going to learn genomics theoretically, we are going to learn it in the practical sense of it. So you can be able to apply it in these areas. In the area of personalized medicine, genomics is very important in helping to find individual variants that can help personalize their treatment. And that is why it's called personalized medicine or individualized medicine. And we also have drug development. Genomics is very important in developing novel drugs for particular populations. There are some rare diseases that we have drugs for them, but the drugs won't work for Africans because initially those rare diseases are not meant to affect people, natives of Africa before. But now we already have people having this particular rare disease, neurodegenerative diseases. And it's only by the help of genomics that we can use to tailor specific population drugs to help them. And that is why we are learning genomics. The other one here is augmented intel. We can gather clinical data, gather genomic data, individual genome data, combined with other clinical data, other lab results, and we can be able to make right decisions about how to treat a particular person. Augmented intel and personalized medicine also work hand to hand. And we also have public health. We also have public health and epidemiology. We just came back from this wave of pandemic of the COVID, and if not for genomics, we'll not be able to have the vaccines that we have now, the kind of treatment that we have now, diagnostic methods that we are using for the COVID, and that is why we have that's why genomics is very important. Genomics is very important in public health and epidemiology. You can use it to monitor the different kind of disease variants that we have. Because of genomics, we're able to know that we have the different variants of COVID, and so because of genomics, we can sequence a particular genome of COVID, of the particular pathogen found in a particular location. Try to map it with the first one that is being found there's a variance in the genome, and that is why the new one is called a particular variant. So that's where we have different variants from, and public health and epidemiology. So genomics is very important in that. Next slide, please. So about the workshop, so this is really like a map to how the workshop is going to be. As you can see learn and do. So you're going to be learning, you're going to be doing a lot of tasks yourself. So you're not going to be spoon-feeded in this workshop at all. You're going to be pointing you in the direction for you to go. And the first stuff that we have is coding and version control. You're going to learn how to code program in Bash. And Bash is a scripting language that is being used in the command line, and all these are what you're going to get used to. And version control is using Git and GitHub to be able to keep different versions of your code. And this is very important when you begin to apply for grad school and biotech jobs. Your GitHub repository is an evidence that what you've done projects on genomics, you've done projects that shows that what you can code. And that is why you're going to be put through Git and GitHub. And also you're going to be introduced to coding. And if you can think, you can just see just bash here. So you're just going to be introduced into what normal programming is, basic steps about programming first. And the next one you have the coding for biology. Now, after being introduced to what coding is and you understand what programming itself is, you understand how to use bash, then you now use it for the main purpose of why you register for this workshop. Because I believe everybody here is a biologist. So you're not learning programming language because you want to design web app, design other things. You are here because you're a bioscientist or a biologist. So you're going to be doing the coding for biology. So you're going to be using programming language to solve basic molecular biology tasks. So that is where the second stage is all about. So, and each stage has its own tasks, its solution, and once you get promoted to the next stage. And for the first stage, the coding and version control is just 1 week. Then the coding for biology is also 1 week. And from the first point that I made, you're going to be learning and you're also going to be doing. Now, the other one is standing on the shoulders of giants. The way you learn genomics itself is by working on as many projects as possible, because different projects requires different pipelines. And in genomics bioinformatics, what we call pipeline is a workflow of analysis. So using different software to get a particular result. We have pipelines for variant calling, pipeline for genome assembly. Imagine you want to get a new variant of a particular genome that was sequenced, maybe sequence a particular genome of, let's say, the genome of maybe Plasmodium that was found in maybe Lagos State, Nigeria. And you want to compare it with the Plasmodium TVD7, the wild type, which is usually like the reference genome. Now, there's a pipeline that has already been done already that you need to follow, so you can check if there's any variance between this genome that you've sequenced and this other one. And what those particular workflow that you use, those particular steps is what we call pipeline and workflows. So standing on the shoulder of giants, they already established pipelines, already established workflows already in genomics. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be replicating those pipelines and workflows. So you replicate a particular pipeline, you do exactly, so you're not doing a particular project from scratch now. Somebody has done this particular pipeline already. So we are going to do that. You're going to pick the data set that's being used in the particular project or the pipeline. Then you will see the data set through the first step of the pipeline, through the next one, and you get the exact same result. And why are we doing this? This is to also expose you to pipeline development, which is a very important skill in genomics. Once you are done with this, now you'll be able to kick off with your own project. Now we have nice project set up for you already. Project on Plasmodium, falciparum, maybe malaria resistance genotyping. We have project on oncogenomics, that is cancer genomics. We have project on public health epidemiology, and so on. So when it gets to the 4th week, we are going to be picking your project. The experience you've gathered in coding and version control, which was also relevant in coding for biology, and it's also relevant for replicating a pipeline, which is you are standing on the shoulders of giants, which means that what you are replicating what some people already done, established pipeline. After you have been able to do this, then you are good to go to kick off on the project that your team is going to choose. And you have 2 weeks to do that. And in the 5th week, you're going to be completing your project and be submitting it. And this is the workflow of this particular workshop. And believe me, you guys are going to be exposed to a lot of things. You're going to be exposed to a lot of things. And once you are ready to learn, I'm sure you can go for me and do a lot of things. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Michael. That was very informative. So Abdul, who is a software engineer, will come next and tell us how the platform works, how to use the workspace, because the bulk of the workshop will be on the platform. So Abdul, you're welcome.
Do I need to stop sharing?
What?
Do I need to stop sharing?
Why?
Okay. Then
Well, I will first talk about it a bit and then show some demonstrations.
Okay.
All right, here we have our main app. The app will be available and it's already available, and the link will be sent on the Slack announcement page. There you can go and there are different tabs there for the app. Each tab has its own functionality. Here we have the chat part. The chat part is mainly what we do on Slack. And for teams and the libraries and tasks, you can find them in the HackBio application there. The link will be sent later. There you can read about the different resources for different stages. They are already available, not all of them, but for the first 3 stages, the resources are almost completely available there. You can go and check after the link will be sent to you, of course. And there you will be able to see the task descriptions, and teams captains will be able to make submission. Only team captain can make a submission for a specific team. And the chat part is what we do on Slack. There we have different groups. I need to open Slack now and I will share something with you.
Okay. So I should stop sharing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, now I can share the screen. Yes. This is the homepage for Slack. We have here different channels. This channel is called announcement. Here only information is about like a workshop. If there is something new that you all should know about, it will be written here, and only admins are able to write there on that channel. And we have here Genomic. This is mainly a group where people ask questions and people talk about the workshop. And if you have questions, you can also write it there here. And we have there is something that you must notice, you must take note of here. When there is a new subject people are talking about, to not make the chat like a mess, we should create a thread here. Replay, where is it? Replay in a thread. For example, for this message, I can just go and replay in a thread. So the chat will be more organized in this way. And we have this channel as well here. This is a channel, basically, you can discuss whatever you want with other guys of the workshop. And each team, of course, has a chat with the admins already there. The admins will be able to reply to questions that you may have concerning the workshop, and different questions that you are interested into. All right, and I think.
Yeah, what about the status?
Yeah, I forgot about it. Here, you should all set your status. For example, here you can see for me, I will come here to set my status. I need to open my profile. Here you can see status is here. The status can be updated. You all need to update your status. For example, you all need to set it to stage 0 because that's where we start. You all need to change your status to stage 0, and after that you need to save it. For example, I'm already an admin, so I just need to didn't change, so it doesn't show anything. For example, if I want to change it, I can just set stage 0. You skip this, don't clear at all, and then you save it here. Now I'm on stage 0. That's what all of you should do now, because we are just starting. But as the workshop advance, different status will be available. You can already notice that here we have different other stages here, stage 1, stage 2, and so on. Yeah, I think what else I didn't forget.
I think
Yeah,
that's all.
yeah,
other
like
part
I can show, I can make a I can share the screen about showing you how to use the HackBio application. What is the share screen? Mm-hmm. Can't find it. Sure. Yes, here you can see this is the HackBio application. The link will be sent to you all after this meeting. Here you can see different part of the application. Here you will have submissions. Only captains will be able to submit. This is just a demo, so there is no the submit button here. But for captains, of course, the submit button will be available. Here you can see here we have all the people in the workshop. It's still not updated yet because we have some demo data here. And here we have the library. The library has a lot of resources already. You can start reading about it. You can sort, you can filter them by stages. For example, for stage 1, those are the resources that we have. For other stages too, you can just filter them. And here you can also look for specific resources in different libraries. For example, if I'm looking for this resource on this stage 1 resource HB using MultiQC, I can just come and write it here. It will start working here. So you can see I have using, it will show all the resources that I'm using here. Of course, it's not it's not case sensitive, so you can look for the word based on different characters here. And here you will be able to see the task by clicking here. As all the tasks are currently logged, you can't see them now, but just after this, I guess the first task will be unlocked. All right, I think that's all.
Yes. Okay. I think I need to go back to sharing.
Yeah.
Am I sharing the right screen?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Right.
I'm connected to the 2 screens. Sorry. So after this, I think, yeah, this is the next.
Yeah, basically, I just talked
Yeah, you
about
said
those
everything.
two. Yeah, but if you have something to add about it, you can also.
Okay. So I think I'm the next person, right, Tolan?
Yes, Wally, you talk about
Okay.
what's next.
Yeah, so like we've been saying, your most important task is communication. So you just need to keep communicating. You should communicate with your mentors through the submissions page, because on the submission page from that Abdul shared just now, you would be able to receive responses on the submission page. Yeah, you receive responses from the mentors. If you have specific questions about any resource that we share, any video, any document, anything, go to the, so you should chat on the Slack workspace. That's the genomics workshop space. And you can always chat there, okay? So I think many questions are coming in. And then you should continue to chat with your team. So for the teams, it will be set up very soon. You will be able to access your you know your team very soon, very, very soon. It's not, don't worry, so you don't ask much questions about the teams yet. Hold on. Yeah, so what will you do with your skills? And one other thing before I finalize my communication part is that I would share a calendar with you guys, and the calendar will show some of the highlights. It's a very simple calendar. It will just show some of the highlights for the next 5 weeks. So you know when we are meeting, we will send you reminders, definitely. But you always get heads up ahead and you can prepare ahead of time. Yeah, so what will you do with your skills? Like I think Apollo was mentioned in his notes that I think you should apply for a graduate school admission. This is like the right time to apply or to start applying. Okay, this is the right time to start applying. If you think you have a PhD already, you can apply for a job with your genomic skills. Whatever you learn here, trust me, it's industry standard. You are going to be working with industry standard bioinformatics servers and software. So you can be sure you are you're in for the best. And then keep practicing. If you don't have anything to do with this skill, just keep practicing. Just keep practicing. Then keep building your portfolio. We have some packages, some 100 days in bioinformatics packages that you can continue to work on. And from there, you can just, you become a master in no time. So your package after the workshop, you will be certified, okay? You'll be certified, you get research projects and experiences. You can then, in the course of the workshop, you get to develop new skills, and then you can update the project, experience, and skill section of your CV. So we have already designed one for you that is somehow probably going to be the same for everybody because you're going to be learning nearly the same set of skills, but you can edit as appropriate when we share it with you. So then you would also have access to our libraries, okay? And then you can continue to engage with us afterwards. I think that's the last thing. I hope I'm audible enough.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Then the last slide.
All right. So thank you, Wale. And the next agenda is our question and answer. I haven't really seen much questions. Okay, so there's a question here. Please keep sending your question. Hello, are we going to choose our project topics from the options mentioned earlier, or would they be assigned to us? So this is from Eniola. How will the project topics?
Okay. So, yeah, so for your project, I think we did not share it in the course of the presentation at all, but you must have received a project sample or like a manual early on, probably you received it. So it contains some sample projects. We actually have the project, but for now we don't want you to bother about the projects, okay? But yeah, you can choose whatever project you want. We have like 6 or 7 different projects and data sets for you guys, so you can feel free to work on anyone. And you can form teams around them, so it will be easier to share tasks amongst yourself. So we encourage teamwork. And we encourage continuous usage of continuous communication, right? Communication is what makes a team alive. So you need to continue to communicate. So
next question. Thank you for this orientation. How many programming languages are we to go through?
Just one. Don't worry, just one. If you know how to use Excel, it might come in handy later on. Or if you know how to use other languages, they might be helpful, but just one. And that's the scripting language of Bash, Born Again Shell. We have the videos already for you. You just need to watch. And one thing on the videos, you should notice that there are some videos that are labeled HP. Like before you start them, there is HP. Not everything has HP. So I forgot to mention that to Abdul. So those are HackBio's proprietary videos. So they are the ones we created ourselves. And if you look at them, you will see that sometimes they have our design. So they are much more easier and direct to understand. So you can always engage and learn from them. Okay.
So someone else says, how would the workload / timetable look like? We want to know if it will be in the evenings or
No.
just general.
No, so it's always 24 hours around the clock, except for weekends. Okay. Everybody, we are using blood and water, so we don't have we don't have second lives. So it's on weekdays, 24 hours, always send your messages, because we are working with multiple time zones, so we can't see 7 o'clock to 7 to 7 on a specific time. Just send your messages and someone will most likely be there to respond to you.
All right. Thank you, Ali.
Mhm.
Another person says, I thought it was said that the project is restricted to genomics in the briefing we had about a week ago.
Yes. Did we go out of genomics? Sorry.
Mm,
Maybe you can unmute himself. Okay, I'll try to. So, okay, someone raised a hand. Sorry, can I allow the person raising a
Yeah.
hand to? I'm trying to
Yes,
look
sir.
for the participants. Yeah, okay. I can't see the hand anymore.
Maybe it
Okay,
was
but
a mistake.
yeah, maybe I will ask Dematus, if I'm right. Yeah. So I don't know if you can point to when we mentioned that we would not be able to, we are going outside genomics. I mean, everything is genomics. Everything you are going to do is genomics.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
We had a Zoom meeting about a week ago, and when they did some introduction about, not really introduction, but some briefing about the HackBio course, I was thinking that they listed our 6 projects, but they said it's just the first 2, and that first 2 was just about genomics. So when you say that you can choose any topic from the 6,
No, they are not from those 6. Not from those 6. So those are like major headlines, major topics, but we are going for that. Oncogenomics is genomics, right?
okay.
Viral
Right.
genomics is still genomics. Bacterial genomics is genomics. So it's more of, but when you are doing bacterial genomics, you can do salmonella genomics, you can do staphylococcus genomics, you can do anything genomics you want. Sorry for the confusion.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, there was another hand. The hand has gone again. Okay, Tolan, let's go ahead.
Yeah, so someone else says, do we need to install any software?
No, don't worry. Apart from Slack, yeah, you need to install Slack. So you need to create an account on GitHub. You would see all the videos on that, don't worry. So you need to install a software in the long run, but you don't need to install it now. You would see all the steps you need to, you will see it in the videos. So one other thing, maybe we should mention it, is that I think Michael mentioned it here, that we are not going to spoon feed you literally. So there is a set of resources already. We want you to also learn the process of searching for new skill or for resources yourself. So in the real world, you have to search the entire web, but we have collected them together. Now you have to search for them yourself, kind of. It's already easy. You just put it in and you see what you want. But in a way, we just want to tickle that curiosity in you and be able to search for resources, know the right keywords to put on Google. Most of these things, if you put them on Google, you might find them. You might even find better, but would you have the courage to always search for resources? Yeah, you should have the courage. And the fact that you use the resource in stage 0 does not mean you cannot use it in stage 1, okay? And the fact that the resources in stage 0, if you think you might need it in stage 1, please, by all means, use it. Okay, I think I hope I answered the question well.
Yeah, I think you did. So another person says, how often do we have live sessions?
So there is no live session of classes, okay? We are not going to be teaching, it's a workshop, okay? So, but we would have feedback sessions. I think there will be one feedback session on Friday, maybe Friday or Saturday, I'm not sure. But definitely when you see the calendar, you can always schedule yourself. The reason for that is because of the different time zones. It's difficult to engage everybody at the same time. Some people might want to sleep at the time. And it's just a valid reason.
All right, thank you, Barry. Someone says, coming from an agricultural background, my question is what skills, person wants to know what skill he or she will learn during the workshop and if they are transferable to other fields.
Okay. Definitely. So that's why it's for life scientists. We didn't say it's for, if you consider agriculture as a life science, then it will be transferable. It's not for microbiologists or biochemists. If you want plant genomics projects, okay, typically people don't request for them. So, and storing the data sets on our server might take more space, okay. But if you are interested in plant genomics, please. If you're interested in animal genomics, please. But the skills you learn will definitely be transferable. It's the same kind of FASTQ or like sequencing data sets. They all have A, G, T, and C. Okay, maybe you know that. They all have the same set of things. So you just have to, the most important thing at the end of the day is that, okay, in health case, maybe in healthcare scenario, the implications might be that, okay, this person has cancer and this person doesn't have. But in the case of plants, it might be, okay, this is tobacco mosaic virus and this is not tobacco mosaic virus, kind of. It's just the final implication of this thing, or basically interpretation. So that's why your natural skill set, your natural background, that's where it comes to play. Hopefully I was able to answer the question.
All right, thank you, Ari. So someone says, I have not received any study plan, and where do we find the video? I guess you joined a bit late.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think you should automatically receive all the details immediately you sign up. For the videos, maybe you can watch record this video after now. Okay, sorry about that. But the videos, I think Abdul shared them already. I mean, how to access them. And I think some people are already accessing them, if you ask me.
Yeah, and also after this, we post the link to it on Slack.
Yeah. So my advice is that maybe I don't think it should be when you wake up. Every time of the day, always check the announcement page. Always. Anytime, as long as you are awake, check the announcement page.
On Slack.
Yeah.
Yeah, Slack notification is already there for that. So
yeah.
They will receive it.
Okay. So someone says, please, how do we implement our status again?
Should I do that? I will try to do that. Hold on. Okay. I'll just quickly do that. So I hope you can see my Slack.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. So here you go. I'm kind of away. It's strange that some people are just joining. So you can go to your profile. Okay. You can edit your profile apparently if you want. This is my profile and this is me smiling. So you cleared your status, then you pick stage 0. Okay. For admins, this is if you put yourself as admin, I'm sorry, we will kick you out. But for others, just pick stage 0. And I advise that you pick the right stage because it will help. For example, if everybody is supposed to be in stage 1 and you are still in stage 0, then I'll be able to know where you are currently. I'll be able to know the kind of problems you have, and I'll be able to point you in the right direction. And that goes for every other admin that is helping you out. Okay. So try to just fix stage 0 and save. But I'm not in stage 0, I'm an admin. I'm sorry, guys. I will pick admin and then I will save. You can always watch the video again, but I just did that for you guys. Okay.
Actually, another question. Can some of the tasks be taken on a mobile phone in case a laptop isn't available? I think we listed the requirements,
Yeah.
but and a laptop is one of them.
I'm not sure.
So
I'm not. Michael, do you think it's possible? Or do you think it's possible? I'm not sure it's possible on mobile phone yet. Maybe it is possible already, but most of our tasks are connection to a server, SSH server. I think you have to do it on the laptop.
all right, laptop it is. So Annabelle says, are there any virology/infectious disease centered projects?
Enough
Also,
of
for
them.
those of us without, yeah, enough of them. Okay. Also, for us without any prior coding experience, do we have to worry?
Don't worry. I like the questions. The questions are, you have one word answers for them. So don't worry. Your task is just to study the videos. If you have questions or doubts, send a message on Genomics announcements and someone will be ready to answer you.
Okay.
Talk with your team as well. Yeah, I think we should also encourage you to talk with your team. You'll be shared into teams. You'll be shared into teams already on Slack. And you'll be shared into, and the same team goes to the platform. So they are kind of working together.
So how do I access the library on the Slack app?
So the library is not on Slack. It's on the HackBio platform itself.
Yes. So another person says, is there a mobile app for HackBio? Not
No,
yet.
not yet. Don't worry.
Or you have to.
But there is a mobile version of the app, like not really. You have to access on, I think Abu can talk about that, but you have to access it on your browser, your phone's browser. And it's just like an app. It's almost an app, right?
Yeah, it's like you can access any website on your mobile phone. Like you just open your browser and you go to internship.hackbio.com and there you might find it. Just go on HackBio. You see a link. There it's written launch the workshop there. It will directly redirect you to the right place. But we are building an app for that. Later on, maybe the app will be available. Only like a specific app only for HackBio, mobile app first, and desktop too.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Now I wanted to read. Okay. Someone else says that we need to reshare resources that have been shared earlier for those that just
definitely. If that's what you want, we'll post it on maybe Genomics workshop. We'll post it on one of the pages and then you can have access. You can click on the links again. They are just simple documents and you would have access to them definitely. Okay. Someone sent a direct message to me. Are all the videos going to be on the HackBio platforms and all the learning that we are going to be doing here? All the videos are there. All the tasks are there. So maybe I can just describe a simple pipeline for you. Is that the first thing I would do if I were you is to meet with my team. Okay. Once I meet with my team, so you are supposed to be communicating frequently with your team. Continue to chat with your team members. If you can set up a Zoom call, please set it up. If you like Google Meet, use Google Meet. So the most important thing is that you are always in communication with each other. watch the videos. Go to the task first, study the task, study the task. When you study the task, then watch the right videos. So it's kind of reverse. Normally, you first of all learn before they give you exam, but now you see the exam first. Then you have to learn the right videos to solve the task. And I think that's how the world works, because you see the problem first before you now think of how to solve it. Then after that, you are able to, so after studying the task, watch the right videos. Of course, the videos are always there for you anytime. Then you can, from the task, from the videos, then you can begin to solve the task again. That means you go back to the task, you solve it, and then you submit. Immediately you are able to solve it, submit immediately. If you are 100% correct, fine. If you are not correct, then we'll give you pointers on what to improve. Then you repeat again, submit again, continue in that cycle until you are good. I think I tried to, I don't know. Yeah, I think I tried to answer a message. It was Esther. Is Tolani still there? She's mute. Tolani, you're mute. I think she forgot.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know. All right. So next question is how do I know my team/team members?
Yeah, so it should be.
I think I already displayed the chat. Like I
shared
shared the spreadsheet that we have for teams, and also you'll be added to your teams group on Slack. There will be like a specific chat for each team. There you will be able to see your teammate, of course, and you can chat with them. You can also chat with them in private on Slack. That's also possible.
So someone is raising a hand. Can I, Talan? Unmute her?
Yes.
I'm asking her to unmute.
Hello. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, please. I was one that complained that I've not received any study material. I received an email that says thank you for entrusting us with your biotech work and so on. Then there are links that said kindly read our FAQs. I think that's supposed to be a clickable link, but it's not. It's not clickable. The workshop will be held here. I can't click anything. So I think those are the materials I'm supposed to have received, but I can't, the links are not clickable.
That's a strange one.
Yeah, that's really strange.
Yeah, we can share the link with you. Okay, I think you saw my name on the Slack platform already. So just write me a message. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Or else you can also write a message on the group.
Yeah.
Maybe there are a lot of other people that didn't receive it, like they couldn't click it.
Maybe someone gave an advice. He said, I think the links are in black. I think because the links are in black, just click it. So maybe you can still try to click it. But if it's not, someone else can share it. Yes, I think that's a very good way. That's a good way too. Are the teams going to be maintained? Yeah, Talani, yes.
It's going to be. No, I was going to ask you to mute Zainab, but I think she has done that herself.
Okay.
Yeah. So another person says she hasn't received the materials too, and then she dropped a mail. And then next question is, I'm seeing about 40 names. Okay, this person wants to know if they are going to be further divided, like.
Yeah. I think it's already divided on the list. Don't bother too much about the list. We would put you in the right teams. Okay, don't worry. We will just put it in the right teams very soon. I think Michael is doing that already, actually.
Okay. a bunch of people didn't receive the material. So I can see like 2 other people also saying that they didn't receive the material.
Okay.
Like they didn't receive the email at all, or they couldn't click it?
Please, is it that you did not receive the email at all? They're not very specific.
Okay, for any material, don't worry. We will send it. Just forget about the material. We will send all the materials after now. It's just a few links, right? I can remember it's just a few. It's just 2 links. There's a general manual, and then there is a frequently asked question. But the frequently asked question is for just before you get in, I think.
All right.
I don't know what material you guys are talking about. Like it's
I'm
just
also confused.
don't worry about any material for now. It's just some documents about it's not specifically a material, it's more like a guideline manual on how the internship will go. The materials you need for learning really are on the platform. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So another question, will there be any projects around regenerative medicine, stem cells, tissue regeneration?
Okay, that sounds like transcriptomics. It sounds really like transcriptomics. I mean, stem cell and tissue regeneration is around transcriptomics, and it's generally functional genomics. It's not exactly, so functional genomics is the transcriptome and epigenome, all of that. It's not something we intend to cover in the current workshop. Okay. But we can discuss about your specific requirements if that's what you need. Okay. But definitely we are going into single cell sequencing by next cohort. And I enjoy you to join that one. That will be more specific for tissue and stem cell, whatever you want. Okay, so
right.
I think some people can already access the material, so it's
I guess for people just joining.
Yeah, so we are recording everything. So I'm seeing the messages now too. So you can, don't worry, you will have access to everything. We are recording, right? Wait.
Yeah, the link for the video will be shared later.
Yeah, I will upload it on YouTube, and then please don't send any emails again.
All right. So about the team, just don't worry about your teammates. We'll be the one to share into team.
Yeah.
And are we going to do the task by team or?
Yeah, you submit as a team. You submit as a team.
Yeah. Submit as a team.
Yeah. So we are going to do more specific short videos on how to submit your task. Okay. Just maybe 30 seconds. You just upload it and that's all. Then you receive your response. It's very fast.
All right. I guess that's the last question. We have no questions.
I think it's...
All right. That means we can round off in the absence of, I think someone just dropped a question.
Okay. It's a very interesting question. Okay. So Python, R, and Bash. Should we start? It's not an argument anyways, but Python and R are programming languages, while Bash is a scripting language. Okay, but in this case, you need Bash. When you advance to more like transcriptomics, you probably need, you would need, it's not an advancement actually, it's just another use case. It's another application entirely. But specifically for core genomics, majorly you need Bash is enough for you. Bash is enough for you. It's really difficult to learn more than one language at a time. Okay. Except you're already a natural programmer. It's not that.
Yeah, and the knowledge is also applicable if you learn.
Yeah.
language will be just like a process of learning new syntax, that's it. But the logic that you know will still remain the same.
Yeah. That's coming from sorry, a hardcore software developer. So
All right.
should we close now or we should entertain the last question?
Is there any other question?
Someone is raising a hand.
Oh yeah, I think we should hear out.
About this, should be the last, right?
Yeah, this is the last question.
So that we can really move to what we have to do. The workshop has started, guys.
Yeah.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Please, I want to ask, is there going to be any class to introduce someone like me who is a novice that want to learn bioinformatics from school? Like go and start reading about this stuff. I entered here so that I can be, as in learn about, I don't know anything about R, I don't know anything about Python, I don't know. So I think, I don't know how you could do it. Is it just tax or you are going to give us basic training for, I really need a basic training. I know someone that was here before and it was just tax, and I don't think she struggled to all through. Because if she wasn't having a prior knowledge of them before, it was hard for her to, as it was hard for her to maybe complete the task. Or this training is not for starters like me.
I struggle to get, are you done with the question?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm done.
Yeah, I kind of struggle to get some of the main points, but I think I got what you're saying. So initially, like we said, if you watch some of our posts, we said initially it was an internship. Okay.
Yes.
So the internship was specifically for people who are advanced, like not advanced, but you are not a starter, you are not a novice. It's not. So, like we said, it is not a do as I do kind of. But this is a workshop. And why did we call it a workshop? We called it a workshop because, so we have another part, which is fellowship before. So we brought the fellowship is actually more of training. Now, what we now did now is that we brought the fellowship, the training parts, and the task parts. We brought them together. So because of the situation of time zones, we cannot have really live classes of one-on-one and like instructor to student kind of classes. So we cannot have that. But what you have is some already recorded set of videos that are specific and direct and will help you to not just solve our own task, but to master the skills itself. The essence of the task at the end of the day now is for you to master the skills.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Okay, she can't unmute herself again.
Okay, if the videos are self-explanatory and
definitely
it will guide someone like me, yeah, I'll try.
Most of the videos were, some of the videos were recorded in a class-like session. Do you get the point? So yeah, it's like a kind of class already. Yeah, so sometimes they may be talking to the people in the class. Sorry. Yeah, you just have to cope with that. I mean, there are some that are specifically class-like. There are some that are just direct to the point.
Okay.
It's either way you want it. Some people like that conversational style. Some people like just, and don't worry, if you have a question about a specific kind of video, ask on genomics. Don't write to an admin directly. If you write to an admin directly, you are not helping the entire society, entire community. So if you write on the workspace, on the general communication platform, like that's Genomics Workshop, it will help others Okay, you are not just helping yourself, you're also helping others to immediately be able to learn from your current problem and know the right solution to fix it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. We hope you answered your question. Don't worry. All you need is just like the mindset that you can learn anything and you'll be fine.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
You're welcome. So this brings us to the end of our onboarding session. And again, welcome to HackBio. And you're rest assured that these 5 weeks will be very intense and you'll learn a lot. So I don't know if Wale has any extra motivation for you or anything he wants to say.
I don't have anything.
Or any other thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if
I
anybody has
see
any other question, they should ask on Slack. We
Yeah.
will just be here indefinitely.
That's true. Please ask your question in Slack. And so we'll see you guys on Slack and then further meetings that we need to have. So enjoy the rest of your day and bye, guys.
Bye.
Yeah. Have a nice day. Bye bye. It was nice to meet you all.